Hey everybody, this is Scott Allen Miller. This is Sheep Guarding Llama. It is the 4th of April, 2021. That makes it Sunday, and we have an announcement to make, and that is a day earlier than we were told it was going to happen. We have got our answer about the hotel in the state of León, Nicaragua. We've been accepted. Not only were we accepted, but we were accepted at the negotiated price. They did not come back and use the stalling tactic to try to get more money or anything like that. They simply verified with their wife that the price was okay and she wanted to sell. Apparently she said yes, because we have a deal on the hotel. So, a lot of stuff going on. So today was very exciting. Totally came out of the blue that we had gotten accepted. And we are scheduled to meet, quote unquote, face to face on WhatsApp tomorrow with the current owners just to finalize things. But I am recording this in the future, so quick hint that did happen and everything's fine. So we didn't want to make any announcements until things were really solid. So we've been a little bit nervous about telling anybody since today. I mean, we found out today, but I'm filming this about a week in the future. So we are crazy excited. We're now going to start getting details about the hotel. I mean, we've already done a walkthrough and that kind of stuff. We're going to start getting some history and explanations on things. We're going to start seeing numbers of the running business and everything. Of course, we're not buying it to be a running business, so that's not a huge deal for us, but they did mention that it actually does make money, which we're really surprised by. So that's interesting. Because we figured it was losing, which is why they probably wanted to sell right now. But yeah, so we're just completely stoked, and now we can start making plans. And this is going to really light the fire under us to get everything packed and out of the house really quickly, because now, as long as things move forward, and he says he has all of the paperwork, everything's clear, there's no liens, there's no taxes owed, there's no third-party ownership, nothing like that. So we're dealing with a property that can move basically as fast as we can. Our lawyers are in place, our banking is more or less in place, so we're about, we're not 100% liquid, but we're right about at the point where we can move as fast as the banks can move, basically. So this means that we have a place to live as soon as we can get there, essentially. And so that's going to make this a lot more urgent, because previously it was, well, we'll get to Nicaragua, we'll rent a place, probably in Managua, maybe in Los Robles, and hang out for a few months while we shop for a property and try to close on it, and then we can move to it when the time comes. And it was going to be like, well, if it takes us another month to get there, that's all right, because, sure, our rent in Managua will be lower, but it won't be much lower, right? Because, our mortgage isn't that high, and a rent for a place big enough for all of us is not that low. We weren't going to be a big savings being in the city and trying to deal with stuff. But now we're going to own a place outright, not have to pay rent. We need to get there as soon as possible, because every month that we're still here in Texas, we are losing money, a lot of it. So we got to go. So now there is a significant fire to get all of the painting and stuff done, to get all the tile work completed, to get the house on the market, and all that stuff. We will know quite a bit more tomorrow, but today is a super crazy, unbelievably exciting day. And so that's our announcement. We have a hotel. Of course, things could still fall through. The other one fell through, but this one is already farther along than that one, for all intents and purposes, just because of the way that everything's working. Sorry, I had to change hands there. Now my camera's really close. So this one is, we're hoping to close in 60 days. That's kind of where we are at this point, and that seems really realistic. So yeah, and just a lot of the barriers and stalling things of the first hotel aren't there. And this property is about 30% less expensive than the first one, which is obviously just a big win in general. It is a location that we are so much more excited about. This is our absolute dream location in the country, which we're not going to disclose until it is absolutely final and there's no chance that it falls through. But we are in the León area. which is, if anyone's looking it up, northwest of the capital. It is the second largest city in the country. It's a university town. There's a lot of life there, a lot of activity all the time, and we've been really excited ever since going back there. Dominica and I have been to Lyon before and liked it. Paul got to visit it a little bit and really enjoyed it, and wants that to be our local city because it's big but safe, but has just a lot to do. Bars and restaurants and museums and outdoor activities as well, and it's in the volcano region, so views of volcanoes everywhere. And yes, there are views of like 3 volcanoes from the hotel. So everything is just really exciting and moving now quite quickly. So starting really with today's video, it is going to be more or less a death march to get us out the door as quickly as possible, to figure out where we're going in the meantime, what our logistics are for getting down to Nicaragua, how quickly we can get there, and there's just going to be a lot of news coming out here on this channel because there's just going to be a lot happening to tell you guys about. So that's more or less it at this point. We are about to order all new phones for everybody. Luciana's iPhone 6 is no longer able to get iOS updates, so it's time to retire that. We need her to have, like, her and Liesl to have working phones down in Nicaragua. We don't want them to be on phones that just can't update and have all kinds of problems and not be able to get phones in country. So we have to figure out how to get Luciana a new phone in the next week. Liesl's phone is finicky. We're not sure what's going on with it. We're hoping a clean reset will just take care of it, but it's had some software issues, and we want to get her over onto iOS again, onto an iPhone. So I think we're going to buy her an iPhone, a new one, and Dominica definitely needs a new phone. Hers is getting old. It works fine, but we're not going to move with that. So we're definitely getting her a brand new iPhone 12. I don't know when that stuff's going to happen, but really soon. And we have to get, Luciana is getting, and she already knows because Liesl got one for her last birthday. Luciana is getting a new iPad for her birthday, and so we need to get that ordered and in our hands before we don't have a permanent address or whatever. That's going to be really complicated. And we have to move our company, like, tomorrow. So much going on. So much going on, but it's all very exciting and positive. So, tonight, we bought a few new video games. Luciana and I started playing Lego Harry Potter Years 1 through 4 together, which she asked me to play. I have never really played the Lego games. They're not really my thing, but I do enjoy that they're 2-player. I find them very boring, but they're cute. And I'm surprised that Luciana wants to play it, but really it's just a game that she and I can play together. I don't know how much she actually wants to play the game. But so we've started doing that, and that's been a lot of fun. And because we're always looking for things that we can actually do together. All right, that's it for the 4th. Holy cow, more news tomorrow. Bye, everybody.